Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a hypnosis session really designed to activate some of the most useful resource states that I think exist, and that is gratitude, it is a sense of determination, resilience, but also perspective, the ability to look at a situation in a way that is beneficial and is giving a sense of service rather than victimhood. And it really links to a client I was working with that had a certain ritual. They would listen to meditations and hypnosis sessions before they sleep. And they wanted a particular session that would enable their mind to be primed to make the very next day when they wake up what they describe as an elite day. And elite, you can have different connotations, but for me, I put it in the same bracket as pinnacle. It's the best it can be. It's at an amazing or incredible level. So whatever adjective you use that is most empowering for you, when you hear the word elite day, if elite doesn't resonate with you, simply replace it with a word that would resonate with you. But you can imagine that if you were to have your very best day, it's probably because you're in a resourceful emotional state. It's probably because you're getting things done that you want to get done. It's probably because you're activating and using your body in certain ways. It's probably that the connections and relationships that you have are giving you certain experiences like joy or connection. So what you're going to hear is levels of dissociation. And for the hypnotherapist listening, you'll probably pick up on the fact that there are about 2 or 3 levels of dissociation before you actually get to the suggestions. And that tends to lead to a deeper experience because you're far from reality, 3 levels deep. If you think of the Inception movie of dreams within dreams within dreams, then this is about 3 or 4 levels deep. But in essence, it is a way of activating very resourceful states, like having that kind of energy that lights up a room when you go into a room, and having the ability to be driven and focused and take what life throws at you and have it work for you rather than against you. All very, very resourceful things. If you're listening to this and you feel like you don't need hypnotherapy to solve a problem or to stop an addiction or to deal with anxiety, you just want to tap into more of what you want life to be like for you, then hypnosis can certainly be used for that. And I quite often find myself enjoying those sessions more. It's good to fix a problem, but that is a fraction of what hypnotherapy can do. I personally believe that the amount of resourceful states that we access and activate is very much the tip of the iceberg, and there's a lot that we simply haven't harnessed yet. So if you feel like hypnosis could be beneficial for you to tap into more of what you're capable of, there will be a link in the show notes to schedule a free consultation call to explore working with me. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place as you prime your brain to make tomorrow an elite day for you. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, Relax those eyelids, and with your eyes closed, focus on the sound of my voice. As you breathe in and breathe out, notice that as you slow down your breathing, tension effortlessly melts away. The deeper you breathe, the deeper relaxed you're becoming, enabling you to make the transition from the awake conscious mind to that part of imagination and daydreams where powerful changes take place. As you breathe in and breathe out, use the power of your imagination to imagine a picturesque beach, crystal clear waters, white sand, and the most magnificent villa on that beach that you can imagine. But before you go into the villa, just imagine looking out at the ocean, seeing the line of the horizon where the blue sky meets the sea. As you breathe in and breathe out, feel all worries, all stress, all tension is just melting away, like an ice cube melting away in the sun. Breathing in and breathing out. Just imagine perhaps finding a hammock or a cabana, somewhere to relax there on that beach, positioning your body in such a way that no tension is needed. So as you breathe in and breathe out, feel that with each descending number as I count down from 10 to 1, you're becoming deeper and deeper relaxed, activating the power of your imagination to drift into a powerful state where change isn't just possible, but inevitable. Breathing in 10, just feeling like the tiny muscles in your forehead releasing their tension, letting it go. 9, the muscles there on the temple, going down towards the jaw, breathing in, breathing out, releasing that tension. That's it. 8, focusing now on the muscles from your ears down to your chin, around your mouth, breathing in, breathing out, just release that tension. 7, now focusing on the muscles in your neck and your shoulders, still perhaps looking out at the ocean, just feeling any tension in your neck and shoulders just completely melt away. 7 becomes 6 as your arms just feel limp, loose, heavy, like all tension is disappearing. Imagining your arms just like the limbs of a puppet with no strings. That's it. Now 5, focusing on your internal organs, heart, lungs, stomach, all relax, all the way down into your diaphragm. Just relaxes now. 5 becomes 4, focus on your gut. Even echoes of anxiety are being released. Harnessing. What I want you to imagine is a generator right there in your gut, your second brain. And just imagine flipping a switch to activating a powerful positive energy distortion field right there in the gut. Feel, now that the switch is flipped, a certain frequency is building. Starts there but emanates to every cell in your body. As you now focus 3 on your legs feeling limp, loose, heavy down into your calf muscles and then your toes, 2 and then 1. And just imagine what it would feel like if you drifted off to a deep nap there on that beach, drifting off into a vivid dream. And just imagine in that vivid dream you're on the same beach, seeing that conscious part of your mind fast asleep there on the beach. Imagine picking up one of your wrists and just feeling how loose that arm is before letting it go and seeing it flop back down by your side. And now knowing that your conscious mind is fast asleep, allow your subconscious mind to venture into this incredible villa. The doors are unlocked. You can go into this incredible villa. And maybe there's a balcony that you can see out into the ocean. And maybe the horizon represents your future and all those desirable things in it. But let's go deeper and deeper down as you find a hidden door that leads to a basement. As you open that door, each step down into the basement seems to take you even deeper relaxed. Just walking down the steps until you're almost floating down. And there in the basement, it looks like the ultimate man cave. Maybe a pool table, large screens. In fact, there's a part there in that basement that looks like your own private cinema. I want you to see a luxurious couch, incredibly comfortable, and a remote control right there, easy to grab hold of. And I want you to imagine making yourself comfortable on this couch, pressing the remote control so that screen becomes bright, activated, but still a blank screen right now. As I want you to plant a seed of an idea, and that idea is simply that every day is an opportunity for an elite day, a 10 out of 10 day. And it occurs to you that one of the key ingredients in that elite day is your energy, your frequency. And I want you to imagine there is someone there by the side of the cinema screen that embodies that frequency. That like you, they also have that energy distortion field that projects a frequency, a vibrancy, a resonancy. As you observe them, I want you to feel that energy and feel the energy distortion field that's been flipped to on right there in your gut is mimicking the same frequency that they have. Much like a tuning fork emanating a frequency will start enabling a tuning fork of the same frequency to start making a sound also. As you feel their energy, feel that your own energy is amplifying and expanding. That as you sit there on the sofa, looking at a blank cinema screen, you get a sense you are embodying a frequency, a powerful energy of positivity and gratitude, but also a deep belief that you are in control of so much of your life, thoughts, emotions, decisions. The kind of person that can have an elite day even in the face of adversity and challenges. Breathing in and breathing out. Now imagine pressing a button there on the remote control and seeing someone that looks just like you waking up the very next day, tomorrow. But you're observing someone that wakes up tomorrow embodying that frequency. And maybe there's clues like a smile on your face, a level of energy that enables you to spring out of bed. But observe how you would be if you were to wake up on that 10 out of 10 day, get a sense of your energy, your posture, your breathing, and just observe how you are, and specifically where you are tomorrow on this 10 out of 10 day. And maybe observe as you have that first drink, maybe water, maybe coffee, maybe something else, but observe a level of mindfulness that even as you drink that very first drink, it seems to be fueling this energy distortion field to amplify you at your very best. It almost doesn't matter what will happen next for the rest of the day. The day will meet you on your terms, at your energy, at a level of intensity that we can call balance, positive, empowered, but not agitated, not over the top. See a version of you as you drink that drink, feeling that you're ready for anything. In fact, you can see yourself already starting to stack the day as you see the most difficult thing you have to do tomorrow being done with a level of determination, focus, concentration, resilience. Whatever needs to be done is getting done. And sometimes things are made difficult not by what they are, but the energy we bring to them. But observe yourself tomorrow doing what needs to be done to make the effort become less, enabling you, like a hot knife through butter, to get what needs to be done. And then perhaps see yourself interacting with people, but see yourself doing it in a particular way. They have your time, energy, and attention. They're not getting 10% of you or 20% of you. They're getting 100% of you. And that presence, combined with that energy distortion field, means that every interaction creates an experience for them, but also an experience for you. They feel your energy and you read their energy, and you can't help but notice your energy is stronger and more powerful and more positive. See yourself shifting the frequency of the people you interact with, where it becomes inevitable that they become rising to your level, adapting to your frequency. Notice your posture, the way you move, the way you smile, facial expressions throughout the day. You get a sense you're observing you having a great day, an elite day, a 10 out of 10 day. But I want you to notice you're having this great day even when things aren't perfect. Maybe there's challenges, maybe there's a setback, but I want you to see the version of you on that cinema screen that is unfazed, unflappable, that when these difficult things happen, it almost brings a smile to your face. An elite fighter wouldn't feel bothered if they were attempted to be mugged. They would smile knowing that their resources exceeds the demand. And that's exactly what you're observing. The challenges around you don't faze you because they're an opportunity for you to unleash the very resources within you. See yourself making the most of the wins, and any things outside of your control or things that don't go the way that you want, realize that there are lessons wisdom, insight, a gift that could be invaluable for the future. So see yourself in a game where you either win or you learn, experiencing either blessings or lessons. Either way, it's still an elite day. And then see yourself perhaps doing some physical activity, maybe at the gym, having a workout, maybe going for a run. But you're not doing it in a low energy, begrudging way. Perhaps in the very moment that you're doing that physical activity, you're thinking of those people that can't do physical activity. Even the fact that you can breathe, you can move, gives you a sense of incredible gratitude of all these things that you're able to do. You don't have to work out. You get to work out. As you see yourself becoming stronger, healthier, more stamina, fitter, unleashing energy levels. Breathing in and breathing out, continue to see this version of you having a great day, an elite day. And then perhaps see yourself towards the end of the day, maybe enjoying your evening with whatever plans you've made, or reflecting, tying up the loose ends of the day, being appreciative and grateful for those good experiences, but also being appreciative for the things that didn't quite go to plan. Blessings and lessons. I want you to get a sense that you're observing yourself having this great elite day. And maybe there's a routine, a meditation perhaps, right before you sleep, that means that either way you win, because maybe you drift off into a deep, relaxing sleep immediately, or maybe you have an incredible meditation that increases the probability that the very next day will be an elite day. So now imagine drifting from the sofa into the cinema screen, perhaps becoming the version of you in bed just about to drift off to sleep. And then imagine waking up the next day with an intense energy, an enthusiasm, a passion for life, that as you wake up the next day, you feel like you're in your body, waking up just about to have an incredible day. And you will. The very next day. For now, just imagine going from the screen back into your body, there on that sofa. Imagine pressing the off button of the cinema screen and walking up those steps out of the basement. And from a balcony on this villa, you can see someone just like you that looks to be in a deep sleep, perhaps on a hammock, cabana, or just lying on the sand of the beach. But instead of walking down to the beach, just imagine floating, almost like you have magical powers, floating from the balcony all the way down to that version of you that is fast asleep. So you're now in their body as you connect with this wonderful feeling that today is a great day and tomorrow will be an elite day, a fantastic day, a 10 out of 10, almost irrespective of what outside variables come your way. Tap into that feeling, a sense of certainty. Tomorrow will be elite. And as you accept that suggestion, breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Feel like you're returning to the present moment in the here and the now as you wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, connecting fully with the present moment. As I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. you will awaken feeling resourceful, confident, feeling that the very next day will be an elite day. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.